I'm Edward, founder of Littledata, and I'm here to tell you that you can get more accurate data into your marketing channels to help accelerate your growth. So, how do you know you don't have accurate data, and why would you need Littledata to fix? Okay, let's take it tool by tool. Firstly, let's look at Google Analytics if you use Google Analytics. You may have stepped into Google Analytics into the channel report. That's where you see broadly where all your marketing is coming from and where your purchases are coming from. And you'll notice that the share of revenue doesn't really match your expectations based off where you're spending. Maybe a lot of the traffic is direct or unassigned. That's a sign you don't have accurate data. Secondly, if you go and step into your Meta account, into your Facebook ads account, you'll maybe notice that the revenue you see there doesn't match the revenue you're doing in Shopify on a daily basis. It's probably going to be 20 to 30% off. That's a sign that you don't have accurate data. And thirdly, if you have Klaviyo or Attentive set up for email and SMS marketing, and you're setting up abandoned cart, abandoned checkout flows, they may not be generating you much revenue. They're not triggering for that many people. And that's a sign you don't have accurate data. So Littledata can solve all of these problems. Let's dive in to how it works. So Littledata is a Shopify app that tracks the first-party data into your marketing channels. All of those touch points that are happening on your store, people browsing, adding to cart, checking out, and purchasing, we can sync those server-side into your marketing channels. And we capture the events as they're coming through the client side on the browser, from the servers, and also from other apps you're using, and stream as one whole customer journey into those marketing channels. Now, this whole customer journey is really important because the problem with modern marketing is the data is fragmented. You might have a person who's visited over here and landed from your ads, and then they appear suddenly magically over here on this other device and purchase, and you have no way of joining those dots. Littledata is about joining the dots so that you can see a more complete customer journey, more of the customer touch points. And so what we're doing differently to that default tracking is being able to link together that different sessions all through to the purchase. Whereas without Littledata, what you're going to see is these sort of different sessions, someone who comes and visits, randomly someone else who adds to cart, and randomly someone else who purchases. And we can link those together and understand they are in fact the same person, just in different browsing sessions. So in Google Analytics, this translates as trusting the reports. You can suddenly see where people are converting, what landing pages, what paths they're taking, how many people are adding to cart, where they're dropping off in the checkout. All of these standard e-commerce reports in Google Analytics will start making sense. We track all of those touch points pre-purchase, so everything from the landing page through to that purchase. But we also track post-purchase behavior, subscriptions, post-purchase upsells, refunds, and the whole customer lifetime value. So this enables you to get a lot deeper in terms of segmentation, audience building, about who it is that you want to target. And then for Meta, it's about being able to target shoppers with more precise, effective ads. We can really unlock the power of Meta advertising using their conversions API. And it's an upgrade from the Facebook and Instagram app, which does some of this, but again, misses some of the key identifiers so that Meta knows how and when people are purchasing. And that allows the algorithm to be a lot more efficient. So let's take the example of Jaxxon here, who have seen great results with the Meta connection. We have a full case study you're welcome to read. But they could really improve the return on investment from their Instagram ads specifically, so a 75% boost in revenue from Instagram and 89% boost in conversions overall. So that's how it works for Meta. And then similar for Google Ads. So for Google Ads, we can increase return on ad spend with enhanced conversions. So enhanced conversions are basically telling Google not just the cookie for someone purchasing, but a bit more about them, their email, then their phone number, their physical address, all shared securely with Google servers. And that allows Google to attribute purchasing based on ads that perhaps clicked on or seen on another device from sessions that were more than a week ago, and also across channels, people who maybe saw your ad online but then went and purchased on Amazon or went and purchased on your mobile app. And again, let's look at how SodaSense got a 50% reduction in customer acquisition cost. Again, we have a full case study here of how SodaSense halved their Google Ads CPA. It seems unbelievable, doesn't it? But honestly, it's all about having more accurate conversion data into Google Ads. So I hear your objections, and we do talk to brands all the time that question why they need little data. So firstly, why can't your agency just do this? Why aren't they doing it already? Well, they may not be aware of little data, and they do have definitely a vested interest in making sure that your acquisition spend or retention marketing spend is efficient. But what a lot of agencies are doing, working across different platforms, maybe not all their customers on Shopify, is that they're using tools like Google Tag Manager, which are generic. They work okay, but they don't have the level of data accuracy, the depth of quality that little data does. And so while they're setting up tracking for all their other clients, for you and your Shopify store, little data can be a much better fit. So we're very happy to talk to your agency about how they can help install this for you. But I can tell you they're not doing this without prompting. The second thing is, why can't I use these free apps that are included within Shopify? Doesn't Shopify just do this for me? Well, yes, they do. And again, Shopify has an interest in making sure merchants have basic data integrations. But remember, Shopify doesn't really want to support third parties. Even the likes of Google and Meta, they're not really wanting to build the product to them. They want to keep it within Shopify. So they rely on partners like Little Data to be the experts and support those third-party integrations. And if you're trying to scale your ad spend, if you're trying to get more efficiency from every dollar you spend, then you're going to need to invest in an upgrade from those free connectors. So you can keep them running on your store. You just disable the tracking that they're sending through into Google or Meta, and you just swap in Little Data's own tracking. So then the other objection we hear a lot is, is this really going to work for me? It sounds great for someone else, but I don't think I have a data problem, or I think that my data is working fine. How would I know? Well, to that we say we have a free trial. We offer everyone a 30-day free trial, and a very high percentage of people complete that free trial and carry on paying, because within 30 days, they're seeing very different results in the channels we're selling the data. In Google Analytics, they're going to see much more sensible reports. You should have enough traffic every month to be able to see month on month that everything makes more sense. In Meta and Google Ads, you're going to see an increase in return on ad spend or a drop in your customer acquisition cost. And in Klaviyo or Attentive, you're going to see a real boost in those abandonment flows, the revenue from email. So 30-day free trial. I really welcome that you test this out. It's not something I can convince you of unless you see it for your own brand, but I can guarantee it's not going to take you more than 10 minutes to set up, and we're very happy to step through that on a call if you like. So in conclusion, I'd love you to try Little Data. I think we can really help you today with accurate data from Shopify into your marketing channels. We can accelerate all the great initiatives you have on. We're not going to interfere with any of those marketing initiatives. We're just going to boost what is working now for you. So please get in contact, book a demo if you like, install our app straight away if you prefer that. And I really hope that you can get better results with better data.